Hey everybody, I'm just going to do a little bit of an intro because the rest of the footage that you're going to see is actually footage that I've saved from my Instagram stories. I did some stories the other day and then I suddenly thought, do you know what, this might be quite good content for the YouTube channel. So I then saved it, but then unfortunately that does mean that it's in a portrait mode, so you'll have like two black bars either side of the video. So I do apologise for that if you're watching on the TV. If you're watching on your phone, it's fine. But yeah, if you're watching on the TV, I do apologise about that. But yeah, I was like, I'm not going to record it again because I probably forgot what I said, and that was just raw, original, authentic me. So yeah, I thought I would keep it. So here we go. So we've just got back from town and the library. We did loads of errands today, and I went into there's like a stationery office type shop, an independent one in our town, and so I got them to bind stuff, and I just thought I'd show you some of the things that we're going to be like working on over the next couple of months. This isn't everything, so it's literally just what I got bound today. So we've been reading, as you know, The Lion, the Witch and the Wardrobe. It's I always put a colouring sheet for the front cover, so we've already started on this one, but I just got it bound today because my daughter really enjoys working in a bound book, like workbooks and things. So yeah, some of the stuff I've done the writing. She's dictated it, and I just class it as if she was at school. You know, we'd be having discussions, and a teacher would be writing on the whiteboard. So if I do some of the writing, she's still learning and still involved. So yeah, the Lion, the Witch and the Wardrobe, it's got a combination of, like, this is the Chatty Zebra curriculum. These are sheets from Twinkle. So we're kind of using a mix and match, really. So we've been looking at evacuees like the Always Winter and Never Christmas. That was from Twinkle. We've been watching some videos on YouTube. This was a colouring sheet I found from educationalcolouringpages.com. So yeah, we've just been like using a variety of sources, looking at various videos on like Greek mythology and things. So yeah, we're slowly, got it bound today while we were out, but some of the stuff she's already done. So yeah, got all of that to do, which is nice. But she's really enjoying. You can hear my tumble dryer in the background, my washing machine. So yeah, she's really. Then we've got Encanto. This colouring sheet I got online. I can't remember where I got it from. So yeah, as I said, I always do a colouring sheet for her, as this is for my eldest, for the front cover. And then this entire curriculum is from the Chatty Zebra. So it's really good because it's got a combination of like geography. So we're going to be learning about Colombia, and there's some Spanish in here and some cultural work. This isn't the entire curriculum. I've just cherry picked what I think she will enjoy and do. She is not a fan of copywriting, like just copying stuff out. So yeah, so we're going to do this alongside, you know, everything is alongside, so we keep it interesting to kind of like do things, yeah, alongside. So like geology, so types of rocks, the rock cycle. And then lastly, the one I got bound today is the BFG, and it's kind of like the same format. So some colouring pages. These are from Twinkle the Planet. I just changed these in Photoshop to get rid of all of the background because it was entirely colour, and I'm cheap when it comes to printing. So yeah, we've just got, again, a mix of Twinkle sheets, like character profiles and things, colouring pages I found online. I just literally, this was a Twinkle worksheet, but again, the entire background was colour, and it's just too expensive to print, you know. I'm cheap. So yeah, combination again of Twinkle and the Chatty Zebra. So got some like musical study, and various things. Little forest. My daughter is going to love one of them. You can see it up there, but this is our home ed plan. It's not set in stone, but this is our plan for 2023. So January we started off with doing some like New Year reflections and resolutions, and then she wanted to do some stop motion animation, so we've done some of that, but that probably will be like an ongoing thing. She really enjoys that, and I've got some things from Twinkle for that. We finished off a boy called Christmas unit study that we had from Chatty Zebra. I've got a Roald Dahl workbook that we're still working through, and then the Narnia that I just showed you. So that's for January. And then ongoing alongside that is a bit of Italian when we can. We do a bit of that. General Maths, General English, Shakespeare Club, General Science, Keyboard, and Art and Craft. So this is my eldest daughter's like cubby hole, and we've got various workbooks. We were given a load of workbooks from a friend whose child didn't want them anymore. But yeah, there's varying books like these that we do for like general English. These are from like The Works. It just saves a bit of money on the printing because like that's £3 and there's loads of sheets in there. So for just general English work like grammar and stuff like that, I just buy these from The Works because they're cheaper. And yeah, this is like the maths one, so multiplication and division. So we've got a few few different ones. That's an old one that she's just finishing off. Various, another maths and English one. So yeah, we get those from The Works, and that's just our general maths and English stuff. And then the Roald Dahl workbook I was talking about is this one. Hasn't got anything on the cover yet. And that is just all like combination of Twinkle sheets again. So just information about Roald Dahl. My daughter loves Roald Dahl. And then things that I found from roalddahl.com or like the publisher's website, like Penguin website and things. So we've been working our way through all of this. Like, she doesn't do it in order. She does not like doing worksheets in order at all. So yeah, there's quite a lot still. This is from roalddahl.com. Yeah, so there's a lot still that she hasn't done, but we're just working our way alongside everything else as and when, you know, life takes us. So for science, we're using this curriculum from the Chatty Zebra again, the human biology. We're kind of like dipping in and out of it, and not necessarily working in the order. This is absolutely huge, absolutely huge. So yeah, we're dipping in and out of that, doing the human body and biology, as well as sort of other like sciencey things. So so science, we kind of watch things on telly, do a bit of nature studies stuff, experiments. It's all kind of really ad hoc, to be honest. Next month we're going to be hopping on to doing space. I'll show you what's kind of coming up. So coming up then, so February, in theory, we're going to be moving on to the BFG. So I've shown you that workbook. And then my daughter really wants to learn about the ancient Sumer. So I've already got the curriculum from Chatty Zebra for that. I just haven't printed it out yet. And we're then moving on to space. My daughter wants to circle back round to learning about space again. So this plan we did together. I always ask her. So we've done it together. But it's also, the plan has also come about based on the trips that we are going on this year as well. So March, we've got a Romans trip in London, and we're going to be going to Bletchley Park. So we're going to be learning about Alan Turing and code breaking, a bit of World War II. Got a Tudors trip. We've got a trip in May. So we're going to be learning about, that's down south. We're going to be learning about Mary Anning, Howard Carter, probably going to do the paw print badges. And I think that's pretty much it. Oh, art and craft. Obviously, my job is an artist, and I teach online art classes via my Mrs. Brimble's Patreon. Yeah. Oh, you're hungry. There's your lunch you didn't eat. So I always test my art classes out on my kids before they go live. So we do that. But yeah, art and craft, because obviously I'm an arty. Yeah, that's bread. Arty, crafty person. Art takes a big portion. Yeah, and daughter's learning keyboard, trying to do a bit of Italian. So I'm using sort of cross between Twinkle sheets and YouTube videos for that. And then we've got Shakespeare Club. Then we get handouts for that every week.
These ones on a plate.
Okay, well, don't eat them then. Why do kids do that? If they've got food on their plate that they don't want, why do they get really cross about it? I'm like, just don't eat it. Excuse me, I'm off to sort it out. So I hope that's fairly useful. There's probably loads of other stuff that I've forgotten, but, you know, interrupted. Oh, don't drink that, darling. That's sold. That's not today's. So, yeah, game schooling as well. We play a lot of board games. Learning through life. So, yeah, some families, some kids suit worksheets and workbooks. My kid likes them, although not too much writing. I love you too, sweetie.
I please have some.
So, yeah, I hope that has helped. If you're wondering about our home ed, what we're doing, if you're new to this, that's what we are doing. But plans can change. It's not all set in stone, you know, and there's always different options that present themselves at different times as well. So there we go. Yes, you can have the grapes. Yep. To the library for the first time this year. So this is our haul. It was really heavy. Some of it's for me, some of it's for stuff that we're going to be doing coming up. Some of it's just what the kids fancied. I fancied this one, just learning a little bit about Enid Blyton. I think these ones are all mine. Mary's Monster, so about Mary Shelley. I thought that was quite interesting. And what's the other one that's mine? Sabrina, A Path of Night. Those were in the YA section. But yeah, they're mine. And then for the kids, we've got this one. I thought this looks really interesting. Once Upon a Hillside. So it follows one hillside through the ages. So can you see there's like Stone Age and all that. So I thought that was quite interesting, particularly because my daughter loves history, but we're going to be going back to the Stone Age again this year. So I thought that'd be quite cool. Okay, what else? Got a book about World War II food. Not going to do like tons on World War. We're mainly going to be focusing on like code breaking and Alan Turing and stuff. But we've done a bit of evacuees as part of The Lion, the Witch and the Wardrobe, and we had a conversation the other day about rationing. So yeah, I thought we'd look at that. I picked this one up because I thought it looked like an interesting book. Shirley Hughes, a life, like her life as an illustrator. So yeah, I mean, if the kids fancy that, there's a lot of reading in there. But I just thought that looked quite interesting. I'm always, as an illustrator myself, I'm always quite into, stuff about illustrators. So we've got tons in here. We're still going. Mythology, because we've been enjoying looking at some YouTube videos to tie along with The Lion, the Witch and the Wardrobe about mythology, like fauns and dryads and nymphs and stuff. So I thought that'd be interesting. A book about space, because we're going to swing back to space again. I personally love a book haul, so I hope you're finding this interesting, because I love a book haul. So this one about Alan Turing. It's really hard to look through now. I got this one, The Lion's World, Journey into Narnia. I thought that would be a good read. This one is also for me. The Girl from Bletchley Park. I thought that looked good. And then we're on to the children's choices. Oh no, we've got a couple of more history. We love history in this house. So this one on the ancient Sumer. I presume you pronounce it Sumer and not Summer, because there's only one M. But if I'm wrong, please do correct me. And then the daily life in ancient Sumer. And then the kids' choices. So they chose Piece of Cake. Mad in the Back. What's this one? Mixed Up Chameleon. What I do is I have this plastic basket that we have had for years, which used to have some of the kids' toys in. I just put all of the library books in this basket. It's not a morning basket. We don't do that particularly in our house, but I just like to keep the library books separate from our books. And yeah, I just pop them. Do you know what happened once to me? I tried to take back one of our books to the library, and that's why I keep them separate now, because I tried to take it back and they were like, no, I'm sorry, madam. The reason you can't scan this and you're having problems scanning it is because it's not our book. So these are the ones my daughter chose. Harley Hitch and the Fossil Mystery, the Truffle Mouse, the Secret Explorers and the Desert Disappearance, and the Homeless Kitten. My daughter absolutely loves books by Holly Webb and about the kittens and the animals. As you could tell, I'm sort of on my own down here. Both kids are having screen time. We had a really busy weekend. So on Saturday, my daughter did, my eldest did a robotics coding class or club, whatever you want to call it. And then we had some various other bits and pieces to do. And then on Sunday, both kids did archery. And then we went to see a friend. And we all stayed up really late last night watching snooker. My eldest loves snooker. She fell asleep. But she went to bed quite late. She loves snooker. Good bit of maths, that. Good bit of maths. And then we went to town. Oh, we went food shopping. We went to the bank. We went to the office supply store. We went to the library. And at the library, we met a friend. And so the girls played with their friend and stuff. So they've had a really busy weekend and really, really busy morning. So they're just chilling out. So yeah, so they're just chilling out, and I'm sorting out the stuff. I'm just coming back home, like putting the books in the thingy and putting them out. Had some lunch, and we were out like 3-4 hours. So now I've got to crack on with, I'm going to clean the kitchen, start prepping for dinner, laundry, all that kind of stuff while they're having screen time. And then we will probably snuggle down and read some more of the Narnia book. And then maybe watch another episode of the 1988 BBC TV series of that. And that'll be our day. But yeah, did notice they are having screen time and they could do anything they like. They could be watching TV. But one of them is doing maths and the other one is doing a letter app on CBeebies. So there we go. They school themselves too. Anyway, that's it. Thought you might find that a little bit interesting as to what home ed looks like for us. Bye.